Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I wanted to talk about what what Gurbani says about heaven and hell. So this is a topic that often comes up when people visit the Gurdwara from other schools, or when somebody in general wants to know more about the Sikh religion, they'll say, what do you guys believe in a heaven and a hell? So we want to give them an answer according to Gurbani and not anybody's opinion. So what are the specific verses that address heaven and hell? So there's a beautiful verse by Guru Arjan Dev Ji that says, Shastra Ved Pap Pun Vichar. The Holy Scriptures, the Shastra and Ved of the Hindus, they reflect on sin and virtue, Pap and Pun, Narak Surg, Fir Avatar. And they say that based off of your actions, based off of whether you're virtuous or sinful, you're incarnated into either heaven or hell. But Guruji says, Fir Avatar. This happens again and again. This tells us that heaven and hell do exist, but they're not permanent resting places. So even the gods that are in heaven are only there temporarily to reap the fruits of their actions. And eventually they'll be incarnated back on the earth. And the people that are in hell, the other words for hell in Gurbani are narak or dojak. They're also there temporarily to reap the fruits of their misdeeds. But ultimately, the Lord is compassionate and they'll be given another chance on the earth. Now, of course, any karma, any karam within Sikhi that are reaped are only done so in the human life form, because this is the life form in which we have enough consciousness to really be able to discern what's right and wrong. So while Gurbani does mention heaven and hell, and while we do believe in heaven and hell, these are not given much importance, because a Sikh's ultimate goal, according to Gurbani, is to go beyond heaven and hell, to go beyond the physical existence and unite with God himself. So there's a beautiful verse by Bhagat Kabir Ji that says, Surg Nark te main raheo Satguru ke prasad. I have been saved from both heaven and hell. Normally we say we were saved from hell, but Kabir Sahib says I've been saved from both by the grace of my master, by the Satguru. Charan kamal ki mauj mein rahu ant aur aad. I remain in the lotus feet. I remain in the exalted state of being at the lotus feet of the Lord for all eternity. So, and Kabir Sahib also says, Surg bas na banche. Do not desire to reside in heaven. Dariya na narak nivas. Don't fear hell. Hona hai so hoi hai, mane na kiche aas. Just live your life according to the will of God. So, in Gurbani tells us that wherever there's kirtan, that place is heaven on earth. Tehe bekunt, jehe kirtan tera. So heaven is also used metaphorically in Gurbani. But ultimately, the basic things to understand are, number one, heaven and hell do exist. Number two, they're not given much importance. And number three, there's a way to go beyond heaven and hell and to merge with God through Naam. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.